Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's time for the Christmas in July Minis Challenge, hosted by Corie from Crafted by Corie. Links to Corie's channel and the playlist will be in the description box. Let's get crafting. For this DIY, I'm using one of the camera-shaped picture frames from Dollar Tree. I've got a couple different colors of brown, a nutmeg brown, and a brown oxide. Gingerbread shapes from Dollar Tree, and some faux whip that I have from another DIY, and probably some puff paint and whatever else I can think of when I get to it. So I've got these different paints because I'm not sure. This nutmeg is kind of thin, so I was thinking this brown oxide might give me a bit more coverage with these areas. So this is all dry, and I want to add a faux piece of candy. I made this last year with air dry clay and one of the Dollar Tree ice cube trays. So I'm going to take bright red from Apple Barrel and a thin brush and add some red lines to make this look like a really pretty piece of peppermint. And then for the ends, the faux wrapper, I'm just going to use some metallic silver. Then I'll go all the way around the edge of my little camera with my faux whip and around the area where the lens is, and then I'll accentuate the little buttons for the flash and the picture taking button. I found more of the nail sequins at Dollar Tree by this Ioni brand. These are small little hearts with lots of iridescent features. So I'm going to use the red and the green. So I have my classic Christmas colors just to sprinkle these around and let these set up inside of the faux whip. With the paint on my candy piece dry, I'm going to use Extreme Glitter by Folk Art to give it a really nice glistening sugary look. Using a white paint pen, I'm going to write in Gingy Cam. This will be my sweet little surveillance that Santa uses to keep an eye on my little guy. I remove all the inserts where the photo is supposed to go, and then I trace out the shape on a piece of black vinyl and take that same white paint marker or paint pen and just make a few little lines to make it look like a lens. I added Gorilla Clear Grip glue so my faux candy would stay on my camera, and that was it. My sweet little gingerbread camera is complete, and I think it turned out really cute. Let me know, what do you think of this? this DIY, I have one of the wooden pre-lit, it says DIY decor, but I guess you can use it as an ornament. From Dollar Tree, the little gingerbread house. I have a couple of craft sticks. I'm gonna use a nutmeg brown. I don't have that much of this. And then I've got some white puffy paint and then my acrylic painters. I found those on Amazon. So I think this is just a perfect size for a tiered tray. You know, if you wanted to have this as an ornament, you know, you could. This is a versatile piece, but I think this would be really cute. And it's pre-lit. I love adding lights to my DIY projects. So this already has the lights, but I want to fill this in and kind of make the roof line full so I can add some little embellishments to it. So I'm just going to use the craft stick and measure where I need to cut. So for my roof line, I'm going to use a combination of hot glue and the Dollar Tree Super Wood Glue. So I have that short-term and long-term hold. Then I use my small brush to add the nutmeg brown to the body of the house, and then I'm using that white matte apple barrel paint for the roof, and I'm trying not to hit some of the spaces that I know I need to paint white. For the front door, I'm going to use seashell pink so it looks like a strawberry frosting on the front door. And now I'm adding all of my puff paint. All around the border, I'm going to use this white puff paint, and then I have some different colors to add the little faux candies on the top, and then I'll add a bit of red puff paint instead of using my paint markers for those candy canes in the front. And then I used a bit of the extra faux whip that I had just to add some faux frosting to the front. And then I put a little bit on the middle of the roof and then on the ends on each side. And then I found these little nail sequins from Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna add those, the same ones that I used on the little camera, the little hearts, and I'm just gonna sprinkle those into the faux whip just to give the appearance of some faux candies. And then on the everywhere I put the faux whip on the roof line and on the sides, I added the little sequins. And then once all that dried, I took some Dollar Tree gemstone stickers and added those on the roof just for an extra faux candy look. Once I got all my gemstone stickers added, I pulled out the little activation plastic so I could turn the light on, and here's my little gingerbread house. For this DIY, I'm going to use one of these Dollar Tree wood planks that comes 6 in a pack. And I have some of the stickers or the window clings. I'd already used one of these last year, but I want to use the opposite side, these ones that are puffed out. I really love this Gingy. He's so adorable. So I think he will fit perfectly on here. But first I'm gonna go ahead and get my background covered in this white apple barrel matte paint. And then I'm going to use this gift trim two-tone twine from Hobby Lobby, and I'll add the Aleene's tacky glue all the way around the border, and then add this just to give a little extra bit of a Christmassy feel, like a peppermint candy cane type look with the twine. And the final touch of adding just a wood cube hot glued to the back so it stands up, and my cute little gingerbread man sign is finished. For this DIY, I have a wood slice ornament, some faux candies from Amazon, my nutmeg paint, some white paint, and a couple of peg dolls from a wood pack that I purchased from Amazon. I want to get my wood slice painted with some of this white so it looks like there's a faux icing base, and then I'll get my little peg people painted with my nutmeg brown to transform them into a tiny little gingerbread couple. Once that nutmeg brown dried, I used my paint pens in white to draw on hair, like faux icing hair, and a trim at the bottom of her dress, a collar, and little hair for the man, and then black and red for eyes and a faux mouth. And then I used a couple of bright colors like yellow and purple to make some little faux candy dots down the front of the man. So I was doing a dry fit of how I wanted to set up my couple, and I had a little plastic faux piece of candy, but then I found another clay piece of candy that I used, the Dollar Tree ice tray, but I just didn't add the pieces on the end to make it look like the wrapper. So I figured I would just color that in with some of that bright red from Apple Barrel, so it looked like I had a big piece of peppermint behind my little couple. For this DIY, I'm going to use one of the plush gingerbread that Dollar Tree had out last year. These are a lot different than the ones they had 2 years ago. These are a bit smaller, and let's take this off. And you'd think for the price increase, they would have had something larger, but they ended up going smaller. So, I found one of these before Christmas, and then I found another one after Christmas. This guy. So I made a male Gingy last year. I just gave him a bow tie. I believe I just gave him a bow tie. But I think this one I'm gonna make a girl, and I'm gonna give her a little skirt with this scrap piece of ribbon that came off of another DIY. So I think peppermint stripe will be just pretty. So I'll start by doing like some little pentuck folds to get my skirt completed. After I got the skirt trimmed down and glued, I took that scarf material and just made a bow for the top of her head, hot glued it on, and that was it. I think she came out so cute. And here are all my gingerbread DIYs from this video on a tiered tray. These were so much fun to create. I really love making gingerbread DIYs. Don't forget, there is a minis playlist. I'll have a link along with a link to Corie's channel in the description box. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.